And now we are moving to the city of Tomsk. Tomsk is very famous for its academic and scientific. And I would like to give a floor to Miss Maria Afanasyeva from TUSUR, Tomsk State University of Control Systems and Radioelectronics. Maria, welcome and take a floor, please.
Thank you very much. Well, can you hear me well, right? So I would like to represent my university, which is called Tomsk State University of Control Systems and Radioelectronics, as you mentioned, and the short name is indeed TUSUR. So our university is a middle-sized university established in the beginning of 60s to satisfy the needs of the growing industry of satellites and missiles. And since we are most of all dealing with engineering programs in this field. So as I told you, so the university is not very big. So we are the youngest university in Tomsk city. And we have only 12,000 students that are all very, very international. We have 36 countries represented and more than 200 international students on campus. So we also happy to host more than 50 international scholars of Russian Ministry of Education and Science, and we offer more than 80 degree programs in different fields. So we have a lot of infrastructure to host international students and also students coming from regions of Russia, and they are all accommodated in 5 very nicely equipped and new residences. We also developing some dual degree programs. I would like to tell a bit more about this further. And we have a lot of sport opportunities for our students and our teachers and our staff. So, first of all, so I would like to specify that indeed we have a lot of engineering programs, but not only. Because, well, I would like to speak more about engineering today, but you need to know that our university also can propose programs in management, in economics, and even some human sciences and law studies. So, but these are quite a small choice of programs, but the most focus is made on the degrees in engineering. They are all taught in Russian language. We have very few dual degree programs that are taught in English. But this is not a problem. As all universities in Russia, we have a very efficient pre-university course that would enable all of our students to learn Russian well enough and quite fast to integrate degree studies after. So here are some major, let's say, directions of the engineering programs we have, and they're concentrating mostly in electronics and nanoelectronics, software engineering, information security, radio engineering, some bachelor, well, you need to know that usually the bachelor degree in Russia is costs around $1,200 and the master degree is a little bit more expensive with $1,300 per year. Also, some important fields we are keen on in our university is mechatronics and robotics, information and computer engineering, business informatics, which is very, very popular today, and of course, information and telecommunication science and technologies. And I would like to speak a little bit more further on this then. Well, electronics and nanoelectronics. So today we live in a world that is changing very fast, and all of us having computers, having like cell phones, and all those little circuits that are inside and that are allowing the huge performance of our devices today. This is all about electronics and nanoelectronics. And when you enter this program, you will definitely learn how to do the best ones, because we have a big international nano research center, and all of our students, bachelors and the masters and the PhD students, of course, have the access to the center to discover themselves and to learn the best practices available in this field. Software engineering, of course, this is, well, by the way, it was the most demanded program for the latest years. So with the biggest competition on it, because everybody today wants to become a software engineer, a cool programmer who can work all over the world, you know. So this is a program we can propose as well. And this is the field of our expertise, because our students have the reputation of the winners of all the international and national competitions. So the best hackers are here. Mhm. Information security, as I told you, the best hackers as well. So develop a software to hack is not only, but we can also learn students to protect the information environment from different cybernetics attacks. So also, if you want to protect your environment, if you want to know how to, you know, create some special, let's say, programs and software in this field, so this is the way to go. So this program, you need to know, exists only in a bachelor, because well, because after that you need to do some research in a master, and the master unfortunately is not available in our university. So this would be the bachelor program, but do not worry, the bachelor program is well detailed and good enough so that you can become a real professional in this field. Radio engineering, also very passionate topic, and by the way, it was among the first majors that was started to be taught in our university. So we have a big tradition in this field as well, and also we have a very nice tradition to celebrate the Radio Day, which is on the May 7th. In our universities, this is a big holiday, and this radio engineering department is one of the biggest one, hosting the big the big holiday on the May 7th. And we have a very nice tradition also to throw away the old electronics by the windows of our dormitories to manifestate the advancement of the science. And well, this is a city event. Students are having fun all together because, well, the progress is never stopped. Information and telecommunication systems, of course, this is all about internet. This is all about Internet of Things, mobile telecommunication. Those programs are also available in master and bachelor. And well, when integrating this program, you will become a very good specialist in all that is concerning the networks, communication technologies. So you are very welcome to join. And the funniest one I like the most, by the way, this is Mechatronics and Robotics, because you are not only learning all those, you know, control system stuff, but you are also have an opportunity to have fun with the dancing robots, with small racing cars. So we have a lot of clubs in robotics in the universities, dedicated research laboratories. But also our university is the initiator of the Russian League of RoboCup national championship. And traditionally, this championship is held in the city of Tomsk, organized by our university. And our teams are the best in the world. Several times we were victorious at the international competitions at Japan as well. So please join if you have fun. If you want to have fun with robots, you are welcome to join as well. Information and computer engineering. So this is also a very interesting program. If you would like to know how the hardware is organized, so you will learn everything which is related to the computer engineering, how the processes are done, etc. So very, very patient. I will let to learn on the slide the information. Furthermore, I will not detail on this. And of course, business informatics, data sciences, big data, data analytics. So this is the content of this program. So if you would like to become a data analyst, you know, to work on different markets, etc. So this is very, very interesting program with very highly qualified professionals in this field. We have a lot of industries, local and national-wide industries that are working in partnership for this bachelor and master as well. So you will have the opportunity to go to the industry to practice a lot. Well, what do you need for admission? So I guess the documents could be the same for all of the Russian universities because we are quite similar one to another. And of course, you will need to present a proof of your previous education. So, I mean, if you're applying for the bachelor, you will need to to provide the document of certificate secondary education. If you're applying for the master, it could be a bachelor level, and of course for the PhD, either a master or a 5-year equivalent education like engineering in a European country. Well, there are some details, probably they could be the same for the others, medical certificates, like, some photos. Of course, the translations will be needed, but do not worry. So for the non-Russian speaking students, we provide pre-university course. Usually all those documentation is done during your first pre-university year. So you do not worry, you will be helped by the staff, by the colleagues, etc. So by the departments. So everything is very well organized so that you do not need to worry about it. You can even apply online if you are far away from Russia, but still fill in the requirements. The steps to apply on your own are quite easy. So we have a dedicated website, which is interedu.tusur.ru, where we have put all the details about the steps to apply. This is very easy. So you need to fill the registration form. The site is available in English and in French. We're preparing the version in Spanish as well. So yeah, this is very, very easy to apply, very well explained. You can even have the opportunity to pay the registration fee online. So very well. I would like just to spend 1 minute of your time to explain how do we teach our engineers so that they could become a very highly skilled professionals. So we implement so-called project-based group learning. That means that students, all of our students have a dedicated day in a week. They do not have disciplines this day. They have a practice hours in the research laboratories working in teams. And teams are working on different projects. Those teams are international. Those teams are interdisciplinary. Students come from different departments, etc., to work on the ideas that was proposed either by companies, real companies located in the city, in the region, or even in the country, or by the research laboratories of the university, or even different universities from all over the world or among our partners, or even the ideas of the student. This is also possible if you have a great idea and you feel like you need a team. So you will have an opportunity to implement your dream, to realize it in our university, and to create a real working team. And you will be helped by tutors and teachers and professors of our university, but also some departments that are also aiming to help students to promote their companies. And for example, for the best projects that were initiated at our university, we established a student business incubator. By the way, this incubator was the first in Russia in 2004 to be opened in a university, and this was our university who just did it. And since, well, a lot of projects every year are selected to be placed there, they have places for free, offices, computers, they are helped by marketing department, legal department, I don't know, they have some accelerators, some business angel events, etc. So we are trying to push them to create a really good working enterprise. So our students, we encourage them to become entrepreneurs, not after finishing the degree, but while studying, because, well, in this time, they still have an opportunity to be advised, to have a council of, well, professors, etc. And today we have a lot of those companies already created. By the way, more than 200 companies are already in the network of the spin-out network of the university. And all of those companies, can you imagine, they generate 80% of the regional revenue coming from high-tech products. So this is quite huge. The region itself is, let's say, dynamized by the companies in IT created by our alumni. Speaking about the ranking, so I would not detail on this a lot. So our university was ranked was ranked 7th in the Eastern Europe and Central Asia among Russian universities by the share of international students. That means that we have a very good concentration of talents from all over the world. And for the, let's say, teaching approaches, for the employability, the same QS ranking put to our university 5-star note to align the, how to say, to align those merits. Today, as I said, international students are very numerous. So we have more than 2,000 of them coming from 36 countries, and it represents 80% of the total number of full-time students on campus. And of course, we are working a lot to develop more the programs in English and the dual degree programs. Just to specify some of them, so unlikely all of the Siberian universities, we do not have a lot of partnerships with Asian countries, but with European ones. And by the way, so the dual degrees with French universities are more popular than the Asian ones, but still we have some programs with Japan, with Kazakhstan developed. So most of them are delivered in English. So international students have the same opportunity as Russian students to access all of those programs. And they will have the opportunity not only to discover our university, but also to experience studying abroad in Europe and Asia. Also, one important point to mention is in our university, as soon as we have a lot of research laboratories and project teams, we initiated a program that is called International Intern, and we are hosting today and each year more than 30 interns coming from all over the world. So the internships in our university are completely free for the international interns. They can have an opportunity to spend 1 month to 3 months in our research laboratories. All the expenses are paid by the students to the accommodation and other expenses. The studies are for free. So internship itself does not have any tuition fee. So you are very welcome to join. We are looking forward to host more of international students in our research laboratories to exchange the experiences and do some research approaches. Accommodation. So as soon as we are state university, as my colleagues, we propose a very, very high level accommodation, very comfortable one for international and non-international students, of course. And the prices of it are very, let's say, affordable. We got only, the price is only $15 per month. And for this price, a student can have a place in a student residence, which is organized like a small apartments. So each apartment having 2 rooms, 2-person room and 3-person room. And together, the students share the bathroom, the huge kitchen in the corridor, which is very large. They can put bicycles. All of them have balconies, with a view on a green park with a lot of sport facilities. It's located on campus, so you do not need to travel a lot to reach the buildings, university buildings. Everything is very well concentrated in one place. Student life is very rich and diverse. Students do go out. They have a lot of clubs. So the city of Tomsk is a very nice city where you can find a lot of opportunities to go out. We have a lot of universities. We have a lot of students. So all this population like to go out. So in Tomsk, this is not a question to find some leisure, some club. And in our university, we have more than 20 different leisure and sport clubs for the activities. What you need to know about the city. So as I told you, the city is quite, let's say, student one. 1 person out of 5 is a student or a person related somehow to the university, either faculty or researcher or administrative staff. So the environment is very, let's say, student-oriented, I will call it like this, student-oriented. And it's very safe because, when the population is young and, talented and research-oriented, so, there is no problem happening in the university and in the city itself. As for the climate, Of course, we are located in Siberia, not the Siberia, on the very north, but in the Siberia closer to the, to China and Kazakhstan. So the climate is, of course, not like in Africa or not like in Asia or Latin America. Of course, we have some longer winter periods and some, shorter summer, but still the summer is 3 months long and with very high temperatures like 35 or something like this. So with a lot of opportunities to go out, to swim in the rivers and lakes, to have some hiking because the landscape is beautiful. So this is very important to know. So not only the city provides leisure opportunities, but you can also go out around the city. The city and the region is very safe and very beautiful to discover. I guess, yeah, and what else? So, of course, the life is not very expensive. We are not located in the city of Moscow. We are very, very far. That means that the prices are 3 times less for the accommodation, but also for the meals, for the public transportation. So this is very, very interesting for international students. As you see on the picture, of course, you can discover a lot of the wooden architecture in the city. So we are one of the most beautifulest cities of Siberia with a rich collection of wooden architecture houses. There are many, many of them, more than 1,000. On the slide, I only put some of them I like the most because, well, these are the most renovated, but nevertheless, there are more of them to discover, not only wooden ones, but also made of stone, also some green parks, some monuments, places of interest. So this is a very, let's say, interesting city to discover, and it's a touristic place indeed. I guess this is it. Thank you for your attention. So you have my contacts on the slide. So I remind you, my name is Maria Afanasyeva. You have my WhatsApp. You have my WeChat for the Asian students who prefer WeChat. So I'm a head of international recruitment and mobility. And whenever you decide to join us, so I will be the first person to welcome you. Of course, as my colleagues also mentioned, we have a lot of buddy programs. We have pick up at the airport, but still we remain very close to students in their daily life to help them, to listen to them, and to provide them with the assistance every day. Thank you very much for your attention and welcome to TUSUR.
Yes, Maria, thank you so much for so detailed presentation of your university. It's very impressive, and personally myself, I've been to Tomsk several times. It's really vibrant, fantastic city. I really like it. So I would definitely recommend everyone to go to study in TUSUR in Tomsk because it's a really cool city.
Thank you very much.
Actually, since we are running out of time, so we only have we have time only for one question. So I would definitely like to ask you about the following. So IT is an industry where so many ventures are constantly emerging all over the world, right? So and TUSUR also has very huge network of these companies. Do you have any practitioners working as a teachers in your university? I mean, how many of them are working, and do they personally select who to support some projects of
This is a very, very
students?
good and interesting question. Thank you for it. Of course, we have a lot of practitioners working for the university because, as I told, we have a network of spin-out companies. We call it network of innovation and research companies. In Russian, it's unique, it's called. So, and all of those professionals that created their own enterprises, they are located all over the world, but more of them are in Tomsk region, and they come to deliver lectures as well, but also they work with project teams. As I told, there are some project ideas proposed by the companies, and the representative of those companies are working with students directly and pitching students after that for the internships or work. So the employability possibilities are very high in this way of teaching. So because you are very close to the industry and you have in any moment opportunity to have a direct contact with a company you are interested in or you want to join.
Right. Thank you so much, Maria. Then thank you and have a
Thank
good
you.
day. Bye.